everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 20 Ultimate Team video. We got a good one for you guys today. We're going to utilize a spreadsheet that we've used before, but I want to go over it. It's going to help you guys complete some of these Theme Diamond 2 Legend sets, and it can be utilized a couple different ways. If you're looking to maybe make some profit off of these sets, it will help you there. If there's certain cards that you want to get or certain sets that you want to do, we're going to show you the most cost-effective way to do them, all using the same spreadsheet. And of course, if you're going after that night train lane, then this thing's going to basically be your Bible. So let's jump right on into it because we got a lot to go over. So here are the Theme Diamond 2 sets, right? And we have one for every NFL team, 32 of them. One trend that you are going to see as we go through these sets is that the top 3 cards are usually a little bit less expensive compared to the next 3 cards. So we're just kind of randomly spot checking here, but Shaq Mason, 27K. Patriots might not be the greatest example here, and these actually look a little bit more expensive than I anticipated. Let's go to a more common set, right? So we're going to do this. We're not going to complete the set. Maybe we will. We're going to try. But like Nnamdi Asomugha, right? His first 3 cards, we got 18K for this one. We have another one for 16K, 17K or so. And then we have Eric Harris, probably going to be right around 20K or so, a little under it, right? And then you're going to notice like the next cards are about the same price or sometimes even more. And the reason is because with the Theme Diamond 2.0 release, we also got solos, and they were Journey solos. And with those Journey solos, you're getting every milestone a fantasy pack that allows you to pick any team. So you can pick any team you want, and then once you pick that team, it gives you the top 3 cards for each set. So in the Raiders situation here, it would probably, and I haven't done this yet, but I'm just going to make sure because we do have a pack to open, it should give me Hudson, Waller, and Harris. Okay, so let's go over to the solos. In case you were unaware at this point, these all came out on Friday. But if you go to your Ultimate Challenges, you go to, I think it says Journey Diamonds or Diamond Journey, whatever, Journey Diamonds, and you go to your milestones, you're going to see 60 stars, 120 stars, 200 stars. You're going to get a Nat Theme Diamond 2 first requirement pack. So maybe it's 2 third requirement tech, 2 second requirement, 2 first requirement. So I think it's giving you, let's see what happens when we open it. We're going to find out together. From what the chat told me is that you get, you pick your team and then you get to pick one of the 3 cards. That description doesn't totally make me feel like it is, but we're going to find out because we did earn one. I saved it and we're going to open in this video. So it should give me a choice of all NFL teams. We're going to go with the Raiders, of course. Let's see here. Actually, no. Is it giving me, so we got to go through all of them. All right, so chat lied to me a little bit here, but I totally understand what it's doing now. You do get the first card, or is this the third card? Where is the Raiders? We'll find out here in a moment. So it gives you the third card. So once you go through again and get to the second milestone, it's going to give you the second card. And then when you go through the milestones again, it'll give you the first card. So I thought you could just pick one of the top 3, but it's the third card for the first one, and it goes backwards. So we're going to take Eric Harris, and we're going to be using this for the Nnamdi set. So that, you know, grinding those solos is going to give you 3 free cards from whatever set you want to do. Or in my situation, I'm going to take this one for the Raiders. Next milestone, I might use that. I'm going to use that card towards a different team set. And then the first card I'll probably use towards a different team set because we're going to buy the rest of the cards we need. So going back to the sets here, Theme Builders, Theme Diamonds 2, go all the way down to the Raiders. We are going to put the cards that we have into the set. So we pulled this one over the weekend, Josh Jacobs. We now have the Eric Harris card that we just earned from those solos. So we have 2 of the 3 cards that, 2 of the 14 cards that we need. So here's where the spreadsheet comes into play. I will explain all of these different values and what they mean to you, but the first thing that we kind of need to do is take Harris and the 85 Jacobs kind of out of the equation. So you can just leave them as zeros, or you can just totally delete them, whatever kind of makes it easier for you. Then we'll go to Jacobs here, and we'll go here, and we'll go here. So we know that we have those cards. We're not going to have to spend anything on them. They're ours. Now, if you guys want this spreadsheet, the link to it is down below in the description of this video. very important here, I have edited this spreadsheet with the names of the Raiders cards that I need. I don't have a tab for all 32 of these sets. There's no way I'm doing that. I'm sorry. But all you have to do is go to File and then make a copy. Once you do that, you can name that copy whatever if you want. You can make a copy for each team. You can add different sheets. I'm not really a huge Excel wizard there, but there's a thing where you can add sheets. And if you want to do one for each NFL team, you can as well. Once you make a copy, you can edit this. All you really need to edit is the name. So whatever team you're doing, you would edit this column right here. The rest of the stuff, all the work that we've done can stay the same. Okay? So that's kind of step number one, and I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. So step number two is actually to go back to the auction house. So we're going to back out of the sets here, and we're going to go check the price of the Nnamdi Asomugha card, and we're going to check the price of his power-up, because you get both of those cards by completing this set. So we're going to go, let's just do this. We'll go Team Raiders, and to try to get both cards out here, let's just type in Nnamdi. I think it's 2 N's. Let's just do that. Will that pull it up? It will. So we see right now, and I would maybe round down in these situations just to, I don't know. I guess it depends on, you can always get these values from MUT. This is really going to be personal, but personal preference, but I'm just going to put 44K because we got one there, one that's 100 coins away, and then a bunch that are above that. So we'll jump back on over to the spreadsheet, and over here under the price section, we are going to put in 44K. All right, it's going to do a lot of the math for you, but we're going to put 44K in there for you. Don't worry about the rest of the columns. We're then going to jump back on over to the game, and we're going to look at his diamond card. And I'm going to say 150. We'll just round up. I feel comfortable that I could probably sell this card if I wanted to. I personally will be keeping this, but this goes for people that maybe want to sell these cards. We're trying to find out if you can make a profit. So back to the spreadsheet. Under the diamond card, we're going to put 150, 1, 2, 3, K. So now, over here, this tells us that if we sold the power up for 44K after tax, we're getting 39,600. If we sold the diamond for 150K after tax, we're getting 135K. This is the cost of these two cards before tax. This is the cost of these two cards. I'm sorry. This is the cost of these two cards after tax. So basically what I'm showing you here is that if you complete this set with the intentions to sell both of the cards, both the power up and the diamond card, and you sell them for these prices over here, after tax, you're going to net 174,600. So now we want to see if we do this set, can we get it for well under this number? Because if we can, there's a profit right there. Now, if you're looking to keep the card, of course, you want to try to do the set for well under this amount, because you're going to know to yourself here, hey, it's cheaper for me to do the set than to just buy the two cheapest cards on the auction house. So now we're going to go back on over to the sets, and I'm going to kind of show you the strategy that I always use on big sets. And this doesn't have to be just for Theme Diamonds. I mean, it worked for the first Theme Diamonds rollout. It's going to work for this one. When we get positional heroes later on, we'll revisit this strategy for sure. It's just something, I even do this for like legend sets. Legend sets that might cost five separate cards, I will still do this. So the process I'm going to take here is I'm going to go to Rodney Hudson. Bam, right off the bat, 18,750. I don't know if I can get card cheaper than that. Maybe I can, maybe I won't. But I'm going to fill that out, 18,750. I know you can't see the spreadsheet. Bear with me here. Next card. Darren Waller, 17,850. I'm going to fill it out, 17,850. We're going to go to the next one that we need, Max Crosby, and 1,900. I'm literally just writing down the first values that I see without paying any other attention to it. And if you want to do it a different way, you can. I'm just letting you know this is what I do. Now for this one, because I see there's a little bit of a gap here, I'm going to just kind of risk this one, and I'm going to buy this one right off the bat. Just because I saw a little bit of a gap between, the cheapest and then the next one available. So I'm going to put 12,350 in there for first pass. Again, you'll see the spreadsheet in a moment. And I'm going to fill out some other columns, which again, you'll see in a moment here. I just want to try to give you guys an idea of what I'm looking at and looking for. All right, let me just fill out my spreadsheet here. 350. All right, boom. Let's go to the next one, which I think was Zero Chill Max Williams. Let's go. Nope, Zero Chill Tyrell Williams. I'm making names up here. So Tyrell Williams, 12,100. All right. Whitehead is next. And I'm going to stop there just for a moment, just to kind of go over what I'm doing here so you guys can see the spreadsheet. 10,150. All right. So now jumping back over to the spreadsheet, you're going to see that for my first pass, those are basically the values, the cost associated with what I'm looking for right away. Okay. With the incognito, I took that one, so that was my target value and my actual. The target we'll talk about in a moment. The actual is what you actually ended up paying for the card. So now, let me go through the rest of the cards because I want to get all these prices. I'm just not going to sit here and have you guys watch me go through all these prices, and I'll be right back. All right, so we filled out all of our values, and the first thing I want to show you is that if I were to have bought all of those cards at first glance, first price, minus the 2 cards that we had, the total would have cost me 132,130 coins. Now we know that getting both of these cards right off the auction house would have cost me 194k. Maybe a little bit less because I was putting the values that I would sell them at versus what they were listed at, and they weren't exact, but we're talking 1,000 to 2,000 coins. So obviously in this situation, it's extremely cheaper for me to buy all of those cards right there and either sell them to make some profit or keep the cards because I want them on my team, right? The power up and the diamond, I need it both to power up. So now the second column is target, and this is what I like to do here to try to just definitely get the cheapest amount possible. I'm now going to say, you know what? Yeah, I could get Hudson at 18,750, but I'm going to be a little bit cheaper. I'm going to target him for 18k. Waller, 17k. Now, because this particular set is so cheap right now, I'm not really going down a lot, but you can get to situations where, for example, say that Hudson was 25k. You might want to say, I'm not going to settle for 25k. I'm going to put 20k in there. So Crosby, I'm going to say, you know what? I'm not buying it till I get it for at least 18k. Zero Chill Williams, I'm going to go down to 11k. 10k for this guy. I'm kind of putting in like reasonable amounts, and, you know, at the same time, I wouldn't necessarily call them snipes, but amounts that I think I can get this card for. And I like to use round numbers for whatever reason. It doesn't really matter. But I'm thinking if I can get these cards at this price, I'm going to be very happy because now, look, I know it's only a 7k difference, but listen, when you're trying to flip some of these sets to make profits, that counts. That definitely counts. So now I'm saying if I could get all of these target values, I can get this set done for 125k versus 132k. So now the third column is the actual. And so what I will do is go back to the game, and I'm literally going to look at my target column. I'm going to say Rodney Hudson. My target is 18k. I'm looking, he's not 18k. I'm going to move on. I'm not going to settle for the highest prices. I'm going to get my targets. Waller, 17,850. My target was 17k. Not going to settle. Crosby, my target is 18k. He's still 19k. He's not going to settle. The biggest thing here, and I'm going to keep saying it, is don't settle, guys. Williams, 12k. My target was 11k. Not going to settle. This will be a lot more active tonight after Team of the Week comes out. It doesn't look like any of these cards right now are even different from the ones that I just kind of passed through. Renfro, what do we say? Renfro was... Okay, am I looking at the right one? I just want to make sure. Team of the Week Renfro. He's up for 9.7. I had him on my sheet. My target is 10k. So this is even lower than our target value, right? So 9,700. I'll show you guys the spreadsheet in a moment. I think that was the right one. I feel like he may have had two different cards. Maybe not. Is Hudson the next one? Okay, no, that was the right one. All right, so Hudson, 9k. He's still at 9.6. We'll go to Joyner. Where'd he go? Okay, somehow, where did Crosby go? Okay, Crosby. My eyes are deceiving me because I'm looking at two different monitors here. Crosby was 7,000. Not going to buy him. And if you have enough patience and stick to your numbers here, you're going to be able to find some of these for cheaper than even your target value. As you saw with that Renfro card, it's only 300 coins. Not a huge deal, but we still did it. This Farrell guy, sometimes you're going to say this, right? My first pass, he was 4.4k. I put my target was 4K. He's at 4.1. Let's go ahead and just buy him. We're getting him under our first pass value. We're not getting him at our target value. It's a little bit in the middle, if you know what I'm saying, but it's still lower than that first pass. And we were already comfortable with that number. So now we're going to go to the last card, Hankins. Okay, 4.1. My target was 4. Let's just go ahead and buy it. I'm being a little impatient, but we're talking 100 coins, and I'm really doing this for video purposes. Okay, so now I bought those cards. We'll go back to our spreadsheet. It's starting to update. Now, it's going to be a little bit tough to show you guys this, but as you can see, this number is starting to, increase. It's going to add up the sum of all these numbers. So once I get all of the cards I need, it's going to give us a value here. I'm just going to, for fun, say that I get all these cards at my target value. So 18K, 17K, very hypothetical. Say I get this one for 17K, I get a little lucky. This one I get for 11, this one I get for 10. Say this one I get for 8.5. Got a little lucky there. Same value. We'll say same value. Okay. Again, hypothetical here. I got all these cards for these amounts. Cool, I'm happy. You'll see now that, I know it's not a ton, but you see now, I got this set done for 123,750. The spreadsheet's doing all the work. Now, if we get to a point where you are selling these items, so you're doing these sets for profit, in this situation, I'm just happy with getting this done really cheap because I want this card, I want this power up. But if you're trying to make some profit off of these sets, you're going to look at this column, the column that says profit. So my target value, if I were to have gotten all of these cards at my target value, it would have cost me $125,350. If I would have sold those cards at these selling amounts, my profit would have been $49,250. Now, if I went through my actual column, this is what I actually paid for these cards. I got the set done for $123,750. I take the $123,750. I'm sorry, I don't take the $123,750. I take the two cards that I paid $123,750 for. I sell them for these amounts. Once they sell after tax, that's the profit I'm making, $58.50. Who doesn't want to make 50K off of a set that doesn't take too much, but maybe an hour or two? So use this spreadsheet to get sets done for yourself or to get sets done to sell for profit. And if you find, even 20K is worth doing it to me, especially if you're going after Night Train. If you can go through all 32 of these NFL teams and somehow make some type of profit off of some of these sets, it's going to cost way less to do the Night Train. And it's just gonna help you. So I hope this spreadsheet was helpful. I tried my best to explain it without being all over the place. Sometimes I know these things just only work in my mind and I don't communicate them as well as I think I can. But again, go through all the cards. First value you see, immediately write it down or type it in here. Then set your standards and undercut this number right here. And then see if you can, if you find the card for your standards, buy it. Maybe, and sometimes, a lot of times, you're going to find a couple of them under your standard. And these will give you all the totals down here. These, again, is where you plug in what you could sell these cards for. This does the math for you with the tax and the totals. And then this is your profit margin based off of what you get for actual. That's your actual profit. That's if you get it from your target. I think I explained it a couple times. And I hope it helps, man. If you got any questions, I'm going to read these comments. So leave questions down below in the comments section. And also visit me on Twitch. If you got questions on this specifically, come hang out on Twitch. Ask me there. I interact with everybody as much as I can. And it's my best time to answer questions there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.